Hey guys, Sitspawn here, and welcome back to another episode of Let's Play Roma Surrectum 3 as Dacia. So, I'll start the script up here real quickly, as we always do to start out. And we left off here with a couple of scripted armies popping up. And yeah, now we get to deal with that, which will be totally fun. Okay. So, we have a couple options here.
Moving into
Option 1, we charge in and take them on head-on in a field battle, which would be pretty ballsy at this point, and probably not our best idea, after I've thought about it a little bit. Which I've had time to do since there was a little bit of a gap in between videos. Sorry about that. I may or may not have gotten a new Nintendo Switch in and have been playing Breath of the Wild. Allegedly. A lot. But anyways, back to the topic. So, 3, 4. A lot of horse archers. Some more archers here. Skirmish cav. More archers and skirmishers, a little bit of infantry, but then this army here, 6 archer units, including for the Scythian Royal Infantry, which are really hard to deal with. They're heavy armored and have spears in addition to being good archers. And then just really solid archers in the Scytho-Hellenic ones here. To go with 6 infantry and 2 skirmishers. To balance that, we have a full army here, but one that's beat up and probably maybe at 2/3 strength. And then our reinforcement army here, which is full strength, but not really the best designed army to fight the Scythians in the field. At least not with this army comp. They weren't. Their non-scripted armies didn't seem to be as heavily favored towards range combat. Especially their mounted archers. So I think what we might want to do here is move this army somewhere over around this corner. So that way, if they attack the city, this garrison will have this army's reinforcements, and we can turn this into a siege battle, which hopefully they will engage in. We have 5 turns, and I feel like we'll be in a much more favorable position taking them on in the city. They'll lose a lot of their mobility, and this is where our infantry will be able to play in a much better situation. They're not super heavily armored, so I'm worried about them getting shot up, but in the city they can close in much easier on all those archers and cavalry and kind of, get them in their element instead of being caught in theirs. So I think that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to try to put them over here so that way, unless they break the siege, they can't attack this stack with both of their stacks. And, if this one wants to come over here and make it a one-on-one battle, we may not have the most favorable matchup, but I feel like we can give them a good run at it rather than taking them both on at the same time. So let's do that here. Okay, then I don't want to count on them attacking us. If they try to wait out the siege, that could leave us in a bad position. So I am going to start working on some more reinforcements in that way. Even if we need to preserve our income, I don't want to lose momentum in this war, and once we get them cleared out, we'll be in a better position economically anyways, even if temporarily we're not making as much money. And we only have 4 cities to build for at the moment anyways, so we can survive having our income lowered a bit. The question, though, is we still don't want to kill it totally, our income that is, so we need to build for value here while still being effective. So I think these Roxolani Lancers are going to be a good unit for us. They're 12, 7, 44, and 17. So if you notice, they have the same melee and missile attack, but they have much better charge bonus. And then 6 more defense, with 4 more of that being armor, which is fairly sizable. And then 2 more defense skill than the Scythian horse archers. And I don't even think we get medium horse archers. So these are our two options as far as that goes. I want to get a lot of them just because if we use them as AI reinforcements, they're pretty versatile for the AI to use without totally screwing it up. They have a good charge bonus, decent melee, and at least a little bit of armor. So if they charge in with them, they're going to be effective that way, and if they just shoot with them, they're also effective there. I feel like sometimes you gotta just not ask too much out of the AI, and giving them the right types of units can make a big difference if you're going to let them be controlled for reinforcement purposes. And then I think we can't really build any heavy cav from here, but I will go ahead, and they don't always use them fantastically, so I actually don't think I'm going to give them foot archers. Whenever I give them to my AI reinforcements, they tend to be misutilized, I think. But we'll give them 2 infantry units here. Give them something on foot that can kind of charge in and help with any foot units the enemy has. And then we can get some heavier... Oh no, we do get some Scythian medium horse archers, we just can't train them there. So they're actually pretty cost effective as well. But I think we're going to make this reinforcement army primarily cav based. So we'll do some Carpian heavy cav. They're extremely cheap. So we'll actually do 4 of them. We'll do a couple more infantry units here. We're not going to build a lot for our reinforcement army, but we want them to have at least some. So they'll have 5 total. Then we'll give them, I think, a couple units of these Thracians. They're a little heavier armored, even than our Carpian heavy cavalry, actually. And they're really good in melee, as well as having javelins. So that will be our reinforcement army. And actually, we'll need a general for that. We're already building a new one here, though, so I think that'll do. Just so we have another... Oh no, we have another general training there. So I think we're alright. And we don't need to build a building anywhere because the only city we have that's not building, Tyrus, well, it's not building because it's under siege. So can't really do anything about that more than what we're doing. That being said, we already moved our diplomat at the end of last video. And our spy, I would definitely want to keep here, keeping an eye on these armies. I don't know. I feel... Actually, yeah, we're going to keep them up here. We know what the army comp is. We don't need them there to see it constantly, so we're not going to just totally forget next turn or something. But this way we can keep an eye on any other troop movements up here. And thanks to our towers, we can already kind of see what's going on down here. Now, I'm pretty sure I disabled... Or I didn't totally disable the reinforcement script, but I did put it to the... less scripted armies and smaller garrisons, or whatever it's called. So hopefully we won't have any more of these giant field armies spawning in the meantime, like we would if we'd left this on. So I think that's honestly going to be the end of the turn. So let's see what happens. Oh, and they are going to go ahead and engage us. It should just be the one army. Yep. So they've got a pretty strong army, but we're actually more upgraded than they are for most of our units, so that's a slight advantage. They've got about 6 cavalry archers, with 2 of them being heavy cavalry archers with the Scythian Royal Cav. Some Scythian heavy cavalry, which are really good, but, you know, only 1 unit of them, and their general's bodyguard. And then the rest of their army isn't very scary. I mean, they only have 2 foot archers, some skirmishers, and then some generally low-quality infantry. Their Scythian hoplites are pretty comparable with our heavy infantry we have, but everything else is a little below. This Thorough 4 actually aren't bad either, but they're nothing super scary. So let's go ahead and give it a go. We're on the defensive here, of course. So we'll be able to choose our ground. That'll help. If there's some high ground, we can make use of the archers we do have and kind of nullify theirs a little bit. No, unfortunately, we don't get to choose the weather or anything, since we're not attacking, I don't believe. Otherwise, I would wait for some cloudy or rainy weather to kind of lower their range advantage. But yeah, so it looks like it's a pretty flat field here. So we're just going to have to rely on maneuver. Yeah, it's definitely flat. There's flat ground here, flat ground there, and a little dip in the middle. But not enough to really get any significant advantage fighting on. Okay. Let's get to work. Alright, first of all, I'm going to kind of get this in a little more convenient setup for unit selection. And I actually like that, I think, with the exception of that. There we go. That'll make this a little easier. Okay, so got our Acantian heavy infantry here. They're the bulk of our army. And, gosh, what's our strategy going to be? I'm definitely going to keep these guys in reserve. Might even move them back a little further just to keep them less likely from getting shot up. They've got better armor, but I'm pretty sure a fair margin. Yeah, 35 defense, 7 of that being armor. So actually they're not that much more armored, but in melee they're going to be a lot more effective just because, you know, that defense skill is pretty big. Okay. Our slingers. We're going to hold them back a little bit. They're soft targets and they're probably going to be outranged by the enemy archers. So we'll keep them for flanking attacks. And these guys will set up out front here to soak up fire and to do whatever damage they can against the enemy archers. I don't know if it'll make much difference, but if they're down here a little bit in that dip, we might have, at worst, even range. Pretty sure those Scytho-Hellenic archers they have pretty good range, but nothing we can do about that. We're going to leave our Carpians over here. Our Sarmatians will be over here. We're going to definitely have them, well, normally I'd be aggressive with them and go out flanking, but we'll have to see since they'll have the horse archer advantage. And then put our other light cav over here and our skirmishers over here. I don't know why guard mode is always on with my cavalry, but I kind of hate it. Okay, I think this is pretty good. We're actually going to move up to here just so we maximize that potential advantage, however small it might be, of the elevation. And I mean, I could be a jerk and like corner camp or something, but I'm not going to do that. So, and actually, looks like there might be a little slight increase in elevation right here. So, this will be where we start. Okay, so they've got a lot of their light cav, it looks like, and yeah, definitely the light cav up front, as well as some of their lighter horse archers. It's pretty standard. Definitely going to put fire at will on here just so I can kind of tell when we're in range, but I'll pick our targets. I want to target the... Actually, I'm going to turn that off because I want to target the horse archers, not the light cav. The horse archers will be the bigger threat in the end. They'll have more ammo and a longer range. And if we're lucky, having our archers up front like this will goad them into an ill-advised charge that we can take advantage of. Not quite yet. The reason I don't want to fire on these guys, aside from what I already explained, is they also have shields. so they'll probably soak up fire a little better. I don't want to waste our ammunition since we have limited range units here. But we're already getting kills on the horse archers, so that's great. Okay, they're not skirmishing, they're just kind of rearranging to hit their target. That's fine. They're actually being smart here and moving a couple of their horse archers up on this elevation. So this is when let's see. This is their royal cav over here. So I'm actually going to move our Sarmatians around this right side here. I'll move our heavy cav over this way. They'll be the ones to counter the royal cav, and I'll have these guys over here to help counter their horse archers. I'm gonna move us into loose formation with these guys for the moment. Check our archers here. They're getting fired on from the flank. There's not much we can do about that. We're gonna switch to this. No, we're actually gonna pull back here. We're just wasting their numbers there, probably. Okay, they're getting close to moving in here with their cav, that's fine. Okay, we're gonna target them. They're shooting us up quite a bit here. We're heavier, so I'm actually going to go ahead and charge in. We'll have the advantage. Leave fire at will on. But, alright. I want to get the charge on these guys rather than the other way around. We'll see if they skirmish. Yeah, they're going to try to skirmish, but they're not fast enough here. So I'm going to bring in my spearmen here in support. Alright, these guys are just running, so I'm going to come back here. Nice, we already routed them. Perfect. So let's bring these guys back and get our cav back in formation here. We lost a decent bit from our general's bodyguard, so we might want to be careful with using him in this next charge. Alright, they're really hitting our slingers here. We need to get them involved in this, because they'll be a big help. Get our cavalry back over here for the moment. These slingers should be able to make good work of these horse archers for us, hopefully. Yeah. We'll just protect them with our cavalry for now. I know they're getting shot at, but nothing we can do about that. Alright, our archers are going to start targeting these light cav now, I think. Just to get them out of the picture. Perfect, okay. Slingers can stop firing at them, they're routing. We're just going to use our cav here as backup, so let's get our slingers in position to start taking out these guys for us. You guys can run, please.
Units!
Alright, and we'll start working on these guys here. Are they actually going to charge us? Yep. Let's counter charge here. Alright. That already took care of these guys. We'll chase them down and target these guys here. And actually... Oh. They're running away with their royal cav. They're actually being pretty smart there, but... Oh wait, nope. This is their heavy cav here that we caught. So we're going to try to take care of them as quickly as possible. Because these guys are probably just shooting us in the back here. Yep. And our general's pretty exposed. But nothing we can do about that for the moment. And wow. They're outraging our slingers here and taking a big toll on us, so we need to take them out quickly. Alright, they charge into our main line, but we're in guard mode, so I'm not too worried about that. We got that light cav. I'm going to get us out of here. Yeah, I'm actually going to bring these guys around and start clearing out... Oh, are they charging us? I think they are. Or are they retreating now? Maybe. Nope. Let's get our spearmen in there. I'm going to pull our general out of this, though. He is dying. He's getting shot up badly. These guys got caught out. It's not the end of the world. But we do need to be wary for our general. Speaking of which, that's their general, so I'm actually going to see what we can do about that. We're going to move these guys into a supporting position here to guard this flank. I know we're getting flanked here, but I'm not going to jump in there quite yet. Okay. This is actually not going well for us. The Sicilian Royal Cav is a real nuisance. We're losing our shot cav there, unfortunately. See what we can do about this general. Looks like their general's definitely getting
the enemy warlord shows
the worst of this. If he dies here...
Any of our warriors would die rather than run.
Alright, we're just going to shoot him. We should have kept chasing him, but... Let's see if this kills him. Okay, no, we're going to chase him down. Our slingers have more important things they need to be doing, and that's not good. Now it's just our infantry over here, and they're still getting the worst of this. Maybe. They have a chance here. They outnumber them still significantly, and they are pretty heavy spearmen, so... What's going on with our cavalry here? We need to turn fire at will off our archers. Come on, take them down. Yeah, we're killing ourselves, unfortunately. Alright. Got him.
You have killed the enemy general.
We're gonna need to use what cavalry we do have left here pretty handily. Need to bring this general back this way. Alright, our infantry line is holding out pretty well here. Yeah, we're routing some units here. Now we're going to fire into the backs of these guys over here. And we're going to go for some rear charges. And whatever javelins these guys have, go ahead and throw them. These guys have just done nothing but get trashed because they haven't really been managed properly by me this battle, but I've had a lot of things going on. As soon as these guys are somewhat in place, I'm going to charge here. And this is still a grind battle over here, just really grindy. I think we'll win it though, so that'll be something. Nice. We caused a bit of a chain ride over here. Stop throwing your javelins there. Pull our cav out before they get engaged too much. I do want to chase some of these guys down, I think. I definitely don't want them coming back and causing problems for us. So let's see if we can target the non-routed guys here with any ammo we have left. See if we can continue this chain route for us here. Nope. Pull back here. They pulled out some Slavic spearmen. We should be able to just micro them to death, hopefully. As long as I don't get too distracted with everything else. Oh, they had some people come back from routing here. Let's see if we can deal with this, or if we need to pull out. Yeah, we'll pull out for now. We don't have much cav left in the first place. We already lost one unit. They were light cav, though. Wasn't really their job. Dang it. It's alright. We don't want to get sandwiched here, so we're going to fire at them while we get this guy out of the way. Alright, we do have some free infantry we need to start using. We're going to shorten this line up a bit. We don't have much to protect anyways. So we got one cav unit left, but it's about half strength at least, so that's something. Okay. We won against this cavalry over here, and now they engaged our... infantry over there, which actually is really low quality, so it routed. That's perfect. I'm going to try to pull him in a little bit so he can be more in support of the rest of our army. And this Thoroughfore is harking in over here, so I'm going to pull these guys back, turn them off fire at will for the moment. Alright, these guys are our new front line here. Not ideal, but these are just Slav experiments, so they are pretty horrible, actually. Just keep pulling these guys back. They're outnumbered here, and those are actually decent quality troops there, so we need to give them some help. So the smaller unit here is going to go help this flank, while this larger one here helps out. And our slingers are going to try to get around the back. Sure, we can bring our general this way too, just for the morale. Okay, there we go. Now they can engage. I just don't want them to be in the front line here necessarily. Okay, and actually we routed them, so I'm going to have our general start chasing, since he's not busy. They barely have any ammo left. That's alright. Our slingers have enough ammo. They're going to have to be the ones to deal with that cavalry, I think. We're going to move this infantry up. We might be able to get a chain route here in just a second of the rest of the army. It looks like it's pretty close to happening. I'm actually just going to grab our army and move them up here. And we'll have to get our cavalry involved here. Let's get our general out of the action again. Wow. These guys definitely did their job in this fight. They took out the majority of my heavy cavalry and a lot of infantry in the process. Alright, just keep moving the infantry line forward just to keep them from rallying back too easily. Here we go, this will be easier. Okay, perfect.
From the field like frightened goats. Hunt them down.
Alright guys, that was not exactly the ideal victory there, but like I said, we didn't have necessarily an ideal setup, just one I thought was winnable, which technically, you know, we won. So that's one of those two armies out of the way. We'll recover some men here. I'm not sure how many at this point. I don't think we have any kind of ancillaries who are going to increase our recovery rate. But we'll get experience for our cavalry here just by chasing people down. Hopefully some of these units here come back from being totally exterminated, so we can retrain them. But this is, you know, half the threat taken care of. The army they have sieging us is smaller and doesn't really have cavalry, I don't think. So I still think we can hold the city, especially if they give us time to get reinforcements together. Which, you know, that may not happen, but we'll see. They might even break off the siege if they feel like they don't have the numbers here. Who knows? But yeah, I'm just going to go ahead and chase these guys down here. I'll speed it up at the very least, though. Turn fire at will on for our guys. Let's just shoot them. See if that'll take care of them. Yep, that's much easier. Yeah, that's definitely making things simpler. Let's chase down some of these guys because there's enough of them to actually be problematic. So let's slow this down now. That simplified a lot of this, though. Here, let's attack these guys. They're closer to the edge. You guys, get over here. Come on. Sometimes you gotta finagle your guys chasing down routers in this game. As I'm sure anyone who's ever played this can vouch for. Otherwise, you get a lot of this. Yeah, that's alright. They escaped, but that's okay. So, you know, some survivors live to tell the tale. That's all the better, I guess. Hey, whoa, whoa. Fire at will off. Don't kill our general at the end of the battle. Please do not kill our general at the end of the battle. Oh my god. That would have been a hilariously awful way to end this. He is still alive. Yes, okay. Enemy, yeah, he's right there. Right there, still alive.
Victory. The cries of
Him and his two brave companions. Never mind those last three that just got shot up by our own guys. Yay, a clear victory. It was never in doubt. So, yeah, we only got like 440 some kills more than they did. No, 450 some. Yeah, still not enough. And we lost a ton. On the bright side, it does look like we recovered some people. We'll see how it all plays out. Jeez. These, this was our unit we had here at the end that did a lot of the chasing on the routers, so they got a ton of kills. Unlike our Carpian heavy cavalry, which, you know, got more than I would have assumed, but not as much as I would have liked. And, you know, they kind of got wiped out. And they're definitely gone. They didn't recover enough to still be a unit. So, alas. Maybe this one will still be intact, but I'm pretty sure this one's gone. Anywho, that was a fun battle. Moving on. Still loving all these new loading screens. Okay. Yeah, that army has seen better days. On the bright side, reinforcements are on the way. Yeah, doesn't matter which one we take because no one has any command skill. Perfect. That's what I like in my generals. Complete amateurs.
Orders. Forward. Orders, Chief. March.
Alright, they'll be able to do something for us next turn. You know, that's something. Huh. We'll even... We may end up commanding this army at some point because it'll be our strongest army in the area, technically. So we'll give them these slingers. Oh yay, town's expanding. I mean, I guess we did kind of build a bunch of population increasing buildings already. Hopefully that doesn't go too fast. because money's going to be tight for a little bit. So new retinue, probably for this guy over here, I would assume. Yep. Leader of cavalry, so 1 bonus command when commanding cavalry, and apparently he learned... Oh no, he got a farmer. Okay, I was going to say he learned how to farm while killing people. Oh, that's actually not even the same guy. It's this guy in our capital. Okay. Is he our... Nope, he's just a family member. Okie doke. And we built a few places. We know what we recruited because we just did that. Macedon and Pergamon are not currently trying to kill each other. That will probably change about 5 more times before we mess with either of them. They don't like each other, usually. Still no mercenaries in the region, which is not great given, you know, this. I'm tempted to merge these guys, at least some of them. So we have some more actual effective units of troops.
Orders. Yes.
Yep. So we'll have to make more later, but I'd rather have an actual, like, sizable unit of people to control. Their morale is better that way. Okay, they're making more troops in history, which is not great for us. How's my income? Still making 12,000. The army we made was pretty cheap. What's our population here like? It's not the best, but, you know, that's fine. We can get it up however we need to later. I think we still need to create more reinforcements, just to be on the safe side. And these cavalry units don't take up that much population compared to infantry. Gosh, these guys are barely even worth building. Or recruiting. The Roxolani Lancers did a lot better. That kind of convinces me that we need to get our last barracks built here sooner rather than later, but, you know, only so much we can do about that. I think these are actually going to be more useful than Carpian's, Carpian Heavy Cav. That is my feeling on the matter. Yeah, our capital can take whatever recruiting we need to. We get a spy going down here as well. It'll be nice to have a second one. And we're burning through our income, but only so much you can do there about that. Let's get these guys to fill up space. Yes. Don't worry, guys. I'm not planning to go this Horse Archer heavy for most of the campaign. I'm just trying to deal with these Scythians right now.
General.
If I wanted to play someone, or play using Horse Archers the whole time, I would have picked Scythia or like Sarmatia or Parthia. We're definitely not. Well, yeah. Let's go ahead and actually, you know, just attack this guy and get him out of the way.
We shall rule.
We should be able to attack him with very few losses, and that'll keep him from linking up with another army. And then we'll make sure just to put him back to a defensive position after the battle. I'm going to make a quick little save here since we just fought a big battle, though, just in case the worst happens and we crash. Fortunately, has not been a frequent occurrence so far. But another quick battle. I'll make sure to keep this one quick since we just had a huge one right before this. And actually, it looks like this will probably close out the video because we're already about almost 40 minutes. Wait. Okay, perfect. That's exactly what I was looking for. I mean, we're not going to be outranging these guys anyways, so that works, I guess. You stay in the back, for sure.
Units forward!
Hoplites! Spears! Units! Hoplites! Units dismissed! Archers! Units disband! Cavalry! Units cavalry! Cavalry! Units as you were!
Okay, we actually have a decent cavalry contingent with these Sarmatians. So, that's good.
Units! Slingers! Archers! Units, move out! Units, keep your distance! Fight!
Alright, not gonna do anything fancy here. That's good enough. This is a tiny little army we're facing.
Units, forward!
Army is being generous. Being said, we do have, yeah, just Slavic spearmen. They're extremely weak. Scythian foot skirmishers, and then there was one other unit, I think, of barbarian slingers, probably hidden in the grass between them. Pretty sure they can hide anywhere. Yep, there they are. Okay. Okay. They wised up when we moved our range units away, that's fine.
Units, forward! Units! Units, run! Noble cavalry! Units, forward!
And keep going with triple speed. Oh wow, are they really gonna come after us here? That's not the smartest of them.
Units, run!
Is he engaged? He is.
Spears! Spears! Units! Spears! Spears! Units! Units! Spears!
Okay. We're gonna run past these foot skirmishers before they can get a shot on us. They're actually slinging our range units, so we're gonna go straight for these slingers so they stop getting kills on us. Foot units need to hurry up and get over here so they can start shooting these skirmishers. Okay. And charge these slingers. They should rout almost immediately with this charge bonus. That was not a great charge, but you know they're gonna, yeah, they're done. Target them. We'll let them chase them down. Actually, know what? You know, they have better things to do. These guys will chase down the routers. They're going to come over here and take care of them. We'll stop firing. So we don't shoot our own guys this time. No, always something smart to do. Not shoot your people. So we had them stop firing. They stop firing. They'll take care of the remaining skirmishers over here. And then they'll take care of the Slavic spearmen. And actually, go off guard mode. Have fun. Yeah, this should be a pretty quick route here again. Yep, there we go.
Enemy warlord shows his worth. Nothing. Any of our warriors would die rather than run.
Give them a second to chase them down. I was tempted to shoot them in the back. I don't think that's necessary. It's just going to kill more of our guys than we need to. So we will actually let these guys try to shoot the rest of them up while we just charge these guys in the back and take care of them. They're done chasing down those routers, so we can bring them back for, you know, whatever. They're not really needed. Let's see if we can't take them out of the picture. anything to... Oh,
The
yeah.
enemy flee
There we go. We'll
from
just
the
chase down
field
the
like
rest of these
frightened
people
goats,
really quickly.
hunt them down and slay them
And
all.
that will be the end of this battle. I'm just going to triple speed this, because, you know, we just watched me chase down a bunch of people. Are you going to get him? There we go.
Victory is the reward
So
of
yeah,
warriors.
took care of a
Great
few units
victories
before they
like
could
this
link up
go
with
only
a
to the
larger
best.
force. I'll take whatever small victories we can get here, just to help this out. Since we did, apparently, with that script on, our attack was slightly premature. Probably should have got a few more of these armies ready to go, but then again, I don't think we were making as much money before our faction leader died,
Shall rule. Yes. Move out.
and we got a new governor our capital. So, what can you do? Alrighty. I still wish we could get some mercenaries here, but apparently, nope, not yet.
Lord.
They'll be able to get here next turn, and
Attack.
honestly, I think we can use... we can just clean this army up next turn. Fortunately, no one's really attacking us up here. In the meantime, see if there's anything cheap we can build just to keep working on improving our country. Preferably something to help with income that's not expensive, like that. And actually, we'll get better roads here. That'll be useful. Okay. We still have our diplomat we can move.
Your Honor. Yes, my lord.
And apparently... Okay, there's Olympia.
Yes, master.
If there is a land bridge here... I don't think there actually is there? Nope. It just looks like it.
Yes,
It
master.
always confuses me. We already explored this way. So there's Pharsalis.
Yes, master.
And is there anything else we actually need to do over here? I don't think so. We'll figure out what to do with him next turn, though. Anyways, guys, thanks for watching. That was the end of this part. I will be making another video probably right after this one, so there won't be another big wait again between episodes. And I'll see you next time. Thanks for joining me. Bye.